Donnisha says her mom, Joyce, gave her up when she was only a baby. She says her mom chose drugs over her, and she wants to know why. Donnisha's angry at Joyce for waiting until she was 19 to reconnect. She says all she wants is her mother's support, but instead gets jealousy and envy from her. She says if Joyce can't step up as a mom, she's done. Joyce says she feels bad she wasn't there for her kids, but it wasn't her, it was the drugs. She says ever since she got clean, she's tried to build a mother-daughter bond, but Donnisha holds resentment, so she doesn't know where to start. Does Donnisha need to forgive and forget, or should this mother and daughter cut ties and move on? Donnisha, do you have any memory of your mother growing up?
I do not. As far as I know, it's mom and dad as my grandparents. You know, me and my brothers, they take us in, and that's all I really remember as a kid is them as my parents, so.
Joyce, how did it get to the point where you had to give up your kids?
I started doing drugs. I started doing weed at 16 because I thought it was cool at school. And then once I started smoking crack, it took a hold of me.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and Donnisha, do you sometimes feel like your mom doesn't understand the huge impact this has all had on you?
Absolutely. I feel like that's the main thing that's really eating at me now that I'm older. I feel like I don't know how to even start that relationship with her because she doesn't understand how I feel, you know, so.
So were you doing drugs when you had your daughter?
No, ma'am.
So you were clean?
I was in treatment.
Okay.
I was in treatment.
And how about your other children? How many other children do you have?
My other children, I got 4 boys and 1 daughter.
Oh, wow. Wow.
And I was in and out of treatments.
Oh, goodness.
And
well, what made you eventually be able to get clean?
What made me stop was because I got tired of walking those streets day and night.
Wow.
Wow.
Finding the money to supply my habit.
Can I ask how long have you been clean?
I've been clean since 2006 by the grace of God.
But Joyce, your children did see some horrific things before you got clean, right? There were some very difficult times.
Difficult times.
Right. And Donnisha had a very hard time. She struggled without you. So tell us a little bit about how you were as a child and a teenager.
When I hit like middle school, high school days, I started feeling insecure and I had social problems. So I had to go to an alternative school. Got to the point I was like, this is either gonna make me or break me, you know? So I was like, I went to graduate, walk the line, and make my grandparents proud. So I ended up doing that. I ended up going back to high school and walking the line for them. So